everyone, I'm Lisa Renee Jones, also Lisa Renee Harrison, because I'm married to you.
Yes.
Diego. And we've actually only been married for 4 months, but we've been together for 10.
10 years.
That's right. And actually when we first, what we're going to talk about today is a question that a lot of people don't ask us. When people ask us a lot of questions because he goes to most of my book events with me. But one of the questions that they don't ask us very often is what it's like to be an interracial couple, because nobody seems to get that he's Mexican and I'm white, right?
Well, the white part I think they get. They don't get that I'm Mexican.
No, it's crazy. When we first got together, he gave me this. It's so cute. A little brown bear. And I don't know. I don't think this bear is as white as I am. But anyway.
Is that what you took it as, interracial?
You didn't take it as that when you gave it to
No.
me? No. Oh,
I see everything's racial with her.
Oh, God. No, see, so one of the things, it's so weird when you've never been in an interracial relationship before because there's new dynamics. So, like, he would say things like, and not even realize, those white people. I'm like, what? Those white people? Those Mexicans? We'd go back and forth about that, Yeah. And I didn't even get that the word Mexican was okay to use because I'd been in human resources for years and years and years, and it was Hispanic. So he actually was kind of offended by Hispanic, right?
No, that's my dad. My dad's offended by Hispanic. I'm not, but some people are, I guess.
Yeah, so it's so crazy because in HR you're taught all these proper things that could actually offend people. You really don't know until you're inside the culture. But what really cracks me up is like when you get called like a short Mexican, and what's your reply to that?
Don't know.
You don't know? God, you've said it so many times. He always says, I'm the tallest short Mexican you'll ever meet.
Oh.
Because he's 5'10" and he has like a size 13 foot. Right. Yeah, his foot is so huge. What? 12. Okay, but it looks like 13. He's so bad about leaving his shoes in the living room that I once lined up all of his shoes that he left in the living room and sent to his mother and said, please, I need intervention. Didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, I did. But anyway, so we're going to talk over a series of videos, though, about what it's like to be in an interracial relationship. Ours is a little unique, though, because, again, no one thinks that he's Mexican. And I think part of it is it's Diego Harrison. Why is that?
Because of my great-grandpa. He was a white guy.
Yeah, a white guy. Do you even see the way he says that? White guy. I guess, yeah. So,
but yeah, that is true. A lot of people don't, at first glance, probably realize that I'm Mexican. Maybe they wonder, but they, I guess, default to white. But I've had instances where some people said jokes, like Mexican jokes. I'm not going to name any names, but they...
at my son's wedding, actually, there was a group. Yeah, there was a group of people who are close. My son's so not, against. Prejudice, quite the opposite. But you know how people get together, and even when they're not, and it wasn't my son, but they get together, and even when they're not, they make jokes, and it's okay because maybe everybody's white or everybody's Mexican or whatever, and so they started making Mexican jokes, and he was like. Can you tell me about it later?
Yeah, it was, I didn't want to say anything because it was a wedding rehearsal, I think is what it was, kind of ruined the moment or whatever, so I just kind of, my son was standing across the room, so I spoke to him in Spanish, and I think they kind of realized that I would hope they would get the hint that I wasn't just, okay.
Oftentimes that's how people find out that he's Mexican. What's so funny about being married to him is, like, I know a while back we were in a hotel, so he talked to the maid in Spanish, and all of a sudden she started rambling to me in Spanish. I'm like, oh no, 10 years and that part of my brain still does not work at all, right?
Right.
In fact, we could do a video where he tries to teach me Spanish just so you can find out how true that is. But we'll have lots of stories about this. It's just crazy to me, though. You really find out what people really are like when they... in that case, that joke I was telling, I don't think that was a situation like that, because people, they do that. They tell jokes and they are not even It's not a prejudice thing. It's just because you can tell that joke because of the group you're in at the time. But there's been times where people have said not nice things like our old New York landlord about those Mexicans down the road. That's different. And I'm like, oh, so you're one of those people who don't know Diego's Mexican. And I sometimes will get more offended than he does about it, don't I?
Yeah.
I get really upset about it. I think because I like to think on the surface everybody's a really great person, but sometimes when you find out they're not, it's pretty disappointing. Anyway, I love my Mexican man. And we will talk to you guys soon.